Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we need to give a few orders, and the color of the guys we're fighting against, the Star Concord, has changed because their leadership has changed. There are some guys that don't exist anymore, so that's a thing. We have a construction ship over in this region, and we should probably work on grabbing some of this, actually. However, we do need to get these guys out of here. We need to figure out where we want to send them to. The 5th Combat Fleet. For now, I think let's just send them back to Mathrop, and then we'll figure out where to go with them from there. The 2nd Combat Fleet is, of course, defending the L-Gate. The 8th Combat Fleet is no longer necessary over here either, so we'll bring them back to Mathrop as well. This over here, this front, is over. Which, of course, also means that we're done invading things over here. So we'll jump drive these guys up to Teramda here, and then we'll send them to Mathrop, and then from there, I think we'll probably bring them over to this side, where we do need to bring additional fleets. So we should probably have... Let's see, these guys are currently entering orbit. We should probably bring all 3 of these fleets. Do any of them have jump drive available? Yes. You should jump drive to Mathrop. As should you. You don't have it available, so you can just head on up that way. That's fine. And then once these guys arrive there...
A study has been completed.
Once these guys arrive there, they are going to come on over this way. Beyond that. Perfect. The 10th does need reinforcement. The nearest gateway is here. I'm going to actually jump drive to there, and we will begin reinforcing them. Wonderful. In the meantime, the 9th are still attacking over here, and there is still some things to be done over here, to be sure. Excellent. These guys are, of course, at 100% war exhaustion, so we could force them to end this at any time, but I don't want to. I want to eliminate them from the galaxy. So we can see here, the Packery are over here. These guys are members of the Star Concord. Oh, hello. Where are these guys supposed to go? I bet it's the 10th. I bet they popped out while we were jump driving. Get in there. Excellent. Technically, we still need more reinforcement. I'm going to wait to hit that for now. I'm not sure that that's actually the case. The 3rd Combat Fleet is right by a gateway here, and so we will go ahead and reinforce them. And in the meantime, they will come up here and hit the Free Rosselhog Republic. Excellent. And of course, the 10th are awaiting reinforcements. We'll continue to grab ourselves some additional technology. Not that it's, strictly speaking, necessary. Wonderful. The 10th Combat Fleet is being reinforced. The 2nd is still guarding the L-Gate. And the question is, how are our armies doing? Well, they're in transit right now. And they're almost back, so that's good. Once they're there, we want them to definitely hop over to this through this gateway. Perfect. The 2nd Combat Fleet, I really kind of want to move. But I still want to have full control over the L-Gate. Okay, shield hit points, energy weapon attack speed, sure. I really want to move the 10th too, but we're just waiting on those reinforcements coming in. And yeah, now it's at full strength, so we don't need to do that. Perfect. The 5th is on its way back, and we're going to go ahead and reinforce it on its way. The 6th is moving around over here, and that's completely fine. It'll take it some time. The 3rd is in need of orders. That's great. we will have it come up and chase down this fleet, honestly. Third combat fleet, up you go. Chase down that fleet. Gangs are clashing on one of our trade locations. Awkward. I'm a little surprised that these guys are actually still in their war with the United Trading Pact. I guess they're technically winning that. Okay. Very awkward indeed. But we'll accept that for now. We do need to get rid of a couple of starports, so we'll downgrade this one as well as this one once we can, which should be very soon now. We'll see when that happens. After this month tick, to be sure.
A study has been completed.
Okay, well, we'll come back to that. Edict duration, army health, and we will instead grab strikecraft damage, and now this should probably be downgradable. Yes, indeed. Wonderful. The 7th require orders. Noted. They're going to be stuck in Bashpat for a while. Actually, no, they won't. We can go through the Estragon denomination. So that'll be fine. The first are up here, and we are going to jump drive them probably over to here. Oh, but we can't. 37 days. Fine, we'll go the old-fashioned way. That'll take a while to get there. That's okay. The 10th Combat Fleet is still reinforcing. The 2nd is still guarding. The 4th is currently located up here. I'm going to go ahead and hit that reinforced fleet before we attack with them. And there's also the 8th over here. They're good to go. So we're going to attack with them over this way. Want to make sure to take all of this back. Like so. Perfect. The 3rd is ready to be moved down over here. And so we shall. The 9th is really in need of reinforcement. But we're going to move up and attack over here instead. The 10th is still awaiting additional reinforcements. I think we lost a Titan here. Yeah, we lost a Titan. That's what's taking so long. The 7th is normally going to be stuck over here, but instead we're going to come attack over here. It'll take some time to get there. And the 4th is getting their reinforcements, which shouldn't take very long to get there, in theory. Excellent. How are we doing on our armies over here? Okay, we could definitely... We can't jump drive our armies yet. We're going to wait the 38 days. There's no point in moving them. It's literally pointless. So we'll just keep an eye on this. And these guys are reinforcing. The 10th is also reinforcing. That's completely fine. This is all Grim Council over here. So the 6th should probably be attacking up over this way. The 4th is, of course, still reinforcing. The 2nd is still guarding. So that's all just fine. We're almost ready to jump drive here. 13 more days, make that 10. And we will begin taking some territory on this side. Excellent. Our initial goal, of course, is to take all of this. But we're also going to take all of this. Like, all of everything. And it'll happen, I think, remarkably quickly. I really, really do. So, we are now able to jump drive, and so we shall, into Diadem, and we will land on Bafish. The 4th Combat Fleet, I was expecting them to be a little more reinforced than this, but they're doing okay. The 5th is also being reinforced. The 9th is ready to attack over here, and that's great. We'll definitely have them do that. The 5th we can start moving over to, like, the Lando system, I think that'll be okay. I have heard that Lando is not a system, though. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Edict duration. Perfect. 6th Combat Fleet is ready for orders. Its orders are, of course, capture things. Capture all the things, to be precise. I'm going to tell these guys to come down to the Soyan system instead. Wonderful. And these guys are, of course, attacking here. Those Cybrex Warforms are so strong. They take forever to build, but they're so strong. The 9th Combat Fleet is ready to be told to come down this way and take back some of this territory. And after that, go ahead and chase down this fleet. Wonderful. We're just waiting at this point on a battleship. Okay. That explains it.
An enemy planet has been
Although our
secured.
Titan isn't doing so well with the 4th Combat Fleet. It is getting repaired, though. It slowly repairs itself. It would repair a lot faster if we'd go to a shipyard. And Galarum is not a shipyard, but it still might be okay. We'll go ahead and tell it to repair, and apparently... Oh, right, it can repair at the Juggernaut. Good point. Good point, game. The 10th is still awaiting its Titan. Wonderful. That is certainly exciting stuff. However, we are ready to attack over here, and so we shall. We're going to jump drive in over here, and yeah, we did get that. And then we're going to attack at Daxush. Wonderful. I have a weird question. And I may have answered it. I have answered it. You cannot put a governor in charge of the frontier sector. Fair enough. Fair enough. We should probably, at some point, do something about this frontier sector. It's going to be bonkers right now. That sounds like work. I don't want to do that right now. We'll deal with that later. Or perhaps never at all. That might be the case as well. So, the 10th Combat Fleet is still waiting on that Titan. The 4th is nearly reinforced. That is fantastic. And our invasion over here is, of course, making progress. We've got plenty more places to invade over here. And in the meantime, these guys are still being slightly problematic, so we may want to do something about that eventually. I'm just going to tell these guys to come over here. Yeah, they're heading back into their territory. That's fine. It won't be their territory for long, so we'll come on over to here. Wonderful. The 7th is now free to jump drive potentially to Regulus. Although we have that under our control already. Jump drive to here. That'll do. The 6th is also ready to be moved out of here. We'll move them to Wraxham. The 1st is ready to move up over here. The 3rd... We're going to have to jump drive to get out of here. However, this does give us access to a gateway. Do it. That is wonderful. How are we doing on this? Okay, we just finished it up. I was just asking about this. Fantastic. We'll head to Stenlar, or, well, actually, technically, we'll deselect the ships because I can't click. And then we'll land on Zinix. Wonderful. Energy weapon damage, edict duration. Great. We're doing fine on our exotic materials. We're not doing so fine on energy credits, but that's due to starbase capacity, honestly. We'll downgrade this one as well as this one. That gets us down to 89 out of 87. We can downgrade this one as well. And I'm sure there are others. Like, there definitely are others. Like this one. Perfect. There's also this one. Go ahead and downgrade that. The 7th Combat Fleet does need orders, and we will tell it to come up towards Grunthurst. Excellent. This up here is Star Concord territory, so there is that. Excellent. Take kinetic weapon damage, I guess. And then the question is, how's the 1st Combat Fleet doing? They need orders, and we will tell them to come up over this way. The 3rd need to come down over that way. Perfect. The 6th also need orders. Their orders are to do something like that. Actually, they don't even need to do that. Just go to Trent. Once you're there, you can go to, like, Flunf or something. Doesn't really matter. Excellent. How are we doing over here? Reasonably. That's great. I'm going to tell the 10th to jump drive to here. Yes, we're waiting on the Titan, but we know that that needs to go into the 10th. So when that finishes, in theory, it should be fine. We'll jump drive down to Rimok. And once there, we will go ahead and land on Clue. Excellent. These guys definitely need to attack over here. Wonderful. Well, one thing's for sure, they have fewer fleets that they're throwing at us. There's no doubt about that. They still have some annoying ones doing things like this. These guys should definitely come over this way. Wonderful. The 10th is just kind of chilling over here, and I would prefer it if they weren't. Like, come on in here, guys. And then push up this way. Excellent. I do like the fact that this front is completely wrapped up over here. That there's nothing else to be done. I mean, other than some construction, I suppose. We should definitely build mining stations here, mining and research, and then mining here, and starbase constructions. Excellent. Grab that sweet, sweet territory. We don't have any envoys. I like it. Can go ahead and grab Kazabius, and then over to Flunf, and then up into the trade union. That'll be fine. These guys should definitely hunt down this army. I'd like to know where this wormhole goes, but ultimately I don't think it's the biggest deal. What is this? Okay. I don't care. That is completely fine. The 9th Combat Fleet is, honestly, at this point, going to jump drive up here, and then we're going to reinforce. We're going to wait until the jump drive is done.
A study has been completed.
But we will reinforce as soon as that is the case. 4, 3, 2. This is the longest 14 days of my life, I'll be honest.
An enemy planet has been secured.
Okay, excellent. We got this planet. Let's jump drive down to here, and in the meantime, we are of course going to land on Clave. Perfect. The 3rd Combat Fleet is in position to attack over here, and so we shall. Wonderful. The 9th is, of course, reinforcing, so no worries about that one. And we will be taking these worlds quite soon. Yeah, you're grabbing Eye of Hawking after. And then we'll have to backtrack and come down this way.
A study has been completed.
That's completely fine. Let's not forget about our research. Thank you very much. Downgrade this starport. Fantastic. The first combat fleet can move somewhere. Perhaps jump drive to Regulus to take care of these retreating fleets? Let's do it.
A worldly
Should be completely fine. The 6th is going to head up this direction. We're going to have to head up to Eternal Horizon first, though. The 3rd is, of course, going to attack in this way. I believe this wormhole may be the one that connects up here, which would be a boon for us to have. And, of course, we're going to attack down this way. Wonderful. Month tick happening. And this invasion should be done quite soon, right? Yeah, it's getting there. It is certainly getting there. Wonderful. Gateway constructed in the Dojak system. Did we build that? Yes. Yes, we did. That's where that other mega shipyard is located. That's great. Honestly, I'm not sure we need this station, though. Yeah, this is an anchorage. Let's downgrade that. 7th Combat Fleet is ready to attack up over this way. Wonderful. And the 9th is just reinforcing. That's right. Excellent. The 1st is just kind of chilling at Regulus, and we're going to tell them, come on in over here. We want to make sure that these guys don't really have any resources to utilize. So that will be completely fine. We do need to downgrade a couple more of these star bases as soon as this month tick is over anyway.
A study has been
There we go. We'll downgrade this one, and we'll downgrade this one as well. Fantastic. Okay, which science finished up? Explosive weapon damage, sure. Just go for heat recyclers for now. The 9th needs orders. I mean, they're just waiting for reinforcement though, aren't they? The 6th, they, on the other hand, they can come out over this way. See about doing some damage over here. Excellent. The 5th are, of course, going to push in over here. Cut these guys off. The 3rd are still pushing in over here. I don't want to backtrack for this, but I guess we will. Then we'll head in like that. And then the 1st are just kind of chilling at Regulus for now. I'd love to take out these fleets. We'll see if we can catch them. We may or may not be able to. The 4th does require orders, though, and their orders are, of course, to come in over here. Like so. Fantastic. The 9th are still waiting for these guys to group up with them. Extremely slowly. Wow, this guy's in no hurry. Okay. We will go ahead and grab Army Health. Fantastic. We need to put down another Starhold, and so we shall. And these guys will go ahead and jump over to here and invade at Travu. Perfect. The 10th require orders, and their orders are to push in over here quite hard. Actually, this is a super efficient route. We'll take that up until that very end. And the 9th, well, they can honestly jump drive. Or can they not jump drive yet? They can't jump drive yet. They can start making their way over this way. That'll be fine. The 7th are ready to move up over this way, which is great. There we go. And with that, it is pretty much time to put another cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I don't know if we'll finish up this particular war next episode or the one after, but this is definitely winding down. See you all next time.